Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? Jay McCain here, coming to you with coffee from Tcapistan. Today I have just sort of an assortment of predators, so let's get to the good stuff, shall we? Stanley Kendal, first up on the docket.
The teacher.
What have you been doing with students?
Definitely not this.
Police, Marvin, get on the ground!
Just lost my job.
This can ruin me. My principal's gonna be so shocked.
The rock and roll music is a little much.
And you'll meet other men with surprising professions.
Because I've successfully taught school for 23 years.
23 years.
But not so surprising excuses.
I thought that the person was joking around.
It was a joke. It was a joke at her.
Well, they have turned the mix on.
Back at the house, perverted
I've got
justice
my
is
extra
getting
weak
ready
coffee.
for the next potential predator. He's also in his 50s.
All right, I'm going to hang up, I'll run down, and I'll meet you at the door.
Dan, an actor Dateline hired, is pretending to be a 13-year-old boy.
Okay, he should be making the turn on Westminster and onto High Point.
He's been on the phone giving directions to our next visitor.
How you doing, Stanley? Doing good?
How you doing, Stanley?
A little bit.
He's 54-year-old Stanley Kendal. Using the screen name Stanamac12, he initiates a chat with a...
I wonder what his... Morning to the Blossom. I wonder what his actual profile pic was. They're using a picture from the Sting here. And Stanamac12 is... I don't know. It sounds like that's like his bowling nickname or something. Stanamac! Stanamac with another clutch strike.
decoy posing as a 13-year-old boy. Just 3 minutes later, Stanamac12 says, "I would like to play if possible." The decoy asks, like what? Stanamac describes in graphic and very specific detail what he wants to do with the boy sexually.
I love to suck blank. Play and suck blank. Play with and lick nipples and lick
The
a blank.
decoy acts a bit
Blank.
shocked.
Oh my god, I never have done anything yet.
Would you like to?
I don't know.
I like younger guys to play with. Do you want to play or try?
Oh, okay. I'm 13 though. That cool with you?
As long as you don't call the police.
Cool.
A little later, the potential predator sends a photo of his genitals
Oh,
and asks the decoy,
God.
Do you want to play with it?
Well, only if you're nice to me and don't make fun of me if I don't do something right.
Of course I can teach you by doing it to you.
Ironically, it turns out that teaching is something the man now entering our house knows a lot about.
Someone who eats way too much mac and
Thirsty?
cheese.
No? Can I pour one for
Santa
myself?
mac and cheese.
Mine? No? All right. So what do you think we should start with?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's up to you.
What was the lesson plan for tonight?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
I thought this was a joke.
You thought what was a joke?
I should have known better.
What did you think it was?
Truly a setup
And why would somebody try to do a setup like this?
to catch people that shouldn't be talking to teenagers.
I truly thought this was a setup, which is why I'm here right now. That just makes perfect sense.
People like you.
Definitely. Well, no, this is the first time I've done
The
this.
first time.
With a young, underage person, yes.
While he claims his fantasy of teaching a young boy the sexual ropes was all a joke, what he does for a living is nothing to laugh at.
I teach math.
And what grade do you teach?
6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
6th, 7th, and
The
8th grade.
sexiest grades.
So you teach kids who are about the same age as the boy you thought you were going to visit tonight.
Yes.
That raises an obvious question. If you're willing to have a conversation like this and come visit a 13-year-old boy, what have you been doing with students?
Definitely not this.
And why should I believe you?
Because I've successfully taught school for 23 years.
Kendal says he has
I have successfully taught school for 23 years. I am a good teacher. My principal's gonna be so surprised.
4 children of his own, but hasn't seen them in years.
As a parent, would you be okay with a 54-year-old man coming to
Yeah, there were whole classrooms of students watching this at home who were not shocked in the least.
visit a 13-year-old kid?
Of course
Dynamax on
I
TV!
honestly didn't think he was 13, and I thought about driving away when I saw him at the door.
And like so many other men in his predicament, he brings up religion.
Probably I was thinking the part of me that's Christian was going to talk him out of it.
So what part of the Bible tells you to say all this kind of stuff here in the chat? I'd love to suck, play and suck, play with,
Like I
and lick
said.
nipples and lick and you. Where's
Chris Hansen just goes in Chris Hansen mode right there. I love that line reading.
that in the Bible? Explain that to me.
There's a human part
Where's
of
that
the
in
Old
the
Testament
Bible?
or the New Testament?
Neither. I am truly sorry. And I'm not going to be in that chat room anymore. I have learned my lesson.
Well, I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on men who try to meet kids online for sex.
I'm truly sorry. I have learned my lesson. Thank you for helping me with it. I am an excellent teacher and want to stay that way.
But it's doubtful he'll ever be back in the classroom. He said he's never seen our report, so he has no idea what's going to happen when he opens that front door.
That giant front door.
Marvin, get on the ground! On the ground! Put your hands behind your back! Behind your back!
Just lost my job.
Let me just go through this real quick.
Detectives search his car and gather evidence.
Paper with screen names, directions to the house.
MapQuest sighting.
He's photographed.
And where do you work?
Booked.
Let's go up this way.
And brought in.
Somehow I doubt he's that great of a teacher. Yeah, he's probably getting distracted all the time.
And for questioning.
For the record, I'm very nervous. I'm shaking.
Well, that's okay.
And
Don't get nervous.
this can ruin me.
The investigator asks him about his online chat. Again, he claims that people often lie online.
In the conversation, I had a gut feeling it was wrong, but I kept going with it, thinking it was a lie. I don't want to lose my job. I'm an excellent teacher, and
Excellent teacher.
my principal's going to be so shocked.
My principal's gonna be
Kendal
surprised.
is brought before Judge Hayden.
This is a second-degree felony. I've set your bail at $50,000.
Chief Myrick immediately contacted the local police department where the teacher works.
I felt like my best resource was to contact the school's police department and talk to them and let them take over on that end to ensure that this man could not get close to those students again.
It's early.
In fact, the teacher has been placed on administrative leave. Then they were transported to the Collin County Jail. That was more than 3 months ago.
I know there's several of them that are still in jail.
Still.
Yes, sir.
Open 3.
A grand jury will hear their cases and
Stephen Buchanan could have been one of.
We're not doing Stephen Buchanan next. That was an autoplay. Who's gonna be next? How about Marvin, the cat-loving predator? Only 5 minutes. That should get us to a decent length. Try to turn the volume down a little bit. Crazy Trini 85. That's right. He's from Trinidad. We're in Slip Pop.
Emily, call out.
Hell yeah! Look at that bod. You know, if I had a body like that, I'd be walking into houses naked too.
Hey, just take a seat at the table. I'll be right there. I'm getting ready. Where's my cat?
Where's my cat?
Wait, just take a seat. Have a cookie. I made them because they'll go with the
Oh,
toilet.
man.
It's kind of a little surprise.
He is not taking a seat at all.
The decoy says, come on in, I'm just going to do something real quick and I'll come out. And she comes into the room where I'm at. Well, before I can get past her and open the door, he has hot-footed it across the living room and has his hand on the door. So I open the door, he's there, he's stunned, I'm stunned.
You want to explain yourself? Grab that towel right there, please. Wrap it around yourself, and please sit in that
I like that they had a towel ready for him.
stool. What are you doing?
Making a mistake.
Making a mistake.
Making a mistake.
You drive into somebody's
That's
driveway,
true.
walk into their house, strip naked,
Marvin.
and walk in. Where you think there's a 14-year-old girl home alone. What is going on in your mind? You don't know.
He just sits there in silence.
Stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes. Now, what do you think would have happened, Marvin, had I not been here and had there actually been a 14-year-old girl in that next room? What would have happened after you walked in there naked?
I guess something probably would have happened.
Something like what?
Something along sexual lines.
Like you would have had sex with a 14-year-old girl?
I'm not sure if I would have done that, but...
Marvin, you're naked.
Marvin,
yeah, I wouldn't have gone
you're
all
naked.
the way. I wasn't going...
You went all the way when you took your clothes off, just about.
He's one of those guys who he's very short with his answers. You know, he's not quite sure where this is all going. And finally, you know, I say to him,
what was your plan with the cat?
Please don't put your balls on the sofa. Gross.
Stupid with that.
The cat? The whipped cream? You want the girl to have sex with a cat and use whipped cream? What? Explain that.
I was just being stupid with that. I wasn't really serious about that.
I can only imagine what would have been going on in this house had I not been here. Am I wrong to think that?
No, you're not.
So what's going to be happening if I'm not here? You're naked, there's a 14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around, you've got Cool Whip, and you want this girl to do...
Did he bring the Cool Whip? Oh my god. I want to see him enter the house again real quick. Wait, the Cool Whip was already on the table. You didn't bring Cool Whip.
Oh, out.
Hey, just take a seat at the table. I'll be right there. I'm getting ready with my cat.
Yeah, the Cool Whip was already there. You didn't bring Cool Whip.
Had I not been here. What would be happening if I'm not here? You're naked, there's a 14-year-old girl, you're chasing a cat around, you've got Cool Whip,
you're chasing
and you
a cat
want this girl
around
to do some sex act with the cat, and then you'll have sex with her. Is that accurate?
Would it be okay if I ask for some water, please?
Some water?
Yes, please.
these are serious investigations, but undeniably, there are moments that, you know, border on the humorous. The guy asked for water, and, you know, I thought at that point the situation was under control, so I got him some water.
Saw that running around naked got you pretty dried out then, huh?
Yeah, saw that running around naked got you pretty dried out there. This is why Chris is one of the greatest. Little digs like that.
Have you ever met any young girls online? First time?
Yeah, this is the first time, which will never happen again. I can tell you that for now.
He started to giggle, partly because he thought it was funny, and partly because he was just really, really nervous, having just been caught and now being confronted.
So it's funny?
No, I'm just thinking it to myself that this will never happen again. This is something wrong. This is not right.
So you're promising me right now that you'll never...
I'm promising myself that I'm not...
Hook up with a 14-year-old girl online, tell her to have sex with a cat, and walk into her house naked.
Not even under 19. I'm just... no.
Hook up with a girl online, tell her to have sex with a cat.
I'm promising that to myself, not even to you, just to... This is not good.
Well, there's something else you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet teens online.
Yes, sir.
Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say about this predicament you're now in, we'd love to hear it.
Just trust me, it'll never happen again.
And if there's nothing else you have to say, then you're free to walk out that door where you stripped naked and walked in. You can keep the towel.
He gets up and he sort of tries to hold it around him.
I wonder if he kept the towel all the way through being arrested and stuff. Because they'll give you your stuff back after you get arrested. He could maybe still have that towel to this day.
That's a bad situation to be in. I mean, first of all, you got caught soliciting a teen online. Second of all, you walk in naked. Third of all, you're going to be on network television.
He's not very good at keeping himself covered with a towel.
And now you're heading outside, and you got to put your clothes back on real quick and get out there, and you're not sure what you're going to face, and then you get arrested. That's bad.
Police, get down!
Yes! Ghillie suit cop. Let's see that again.
That's bad.
Police trying
I love how Ghillie suit cop tends to just confuse the predators more than anything. Alright, that's coffee from Tcapistan for this morning. I am going to jump right back in on Twitch for a part 2 if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That would be awesome. And like the video. I need all the help I can get because YouTube hates me. So until next time, I've been Jay McCain. Mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Be where your feet are. Stay water, my friends.